How did you sleep, little chicken? Good morning, chicken. Hello. 어디 가요?
Hi, Danielle.
Asked to renew my contract.
Brilliant. That's such good news. Well done.